Hey guys, Heather here from Tye-Dyed Iguana, and today we're going to give you guys a comprehensive guide to a bearded dragon's diet. Before, we've talked about their care and include a little bit about their diet, but we've never really gone in depth. So today we're going to talk about what they can get on a daily basis, what they can get as treats, and what foods you should avoid. So let's start with what a bearded dragon should eat on a daily basis as the main part of its diet. Now these guys are omnivores, which means that they eat both meat and veggies. So you'll want to make sure you give them about 80% insects in their diet, but also have that 20% of greens and veggies. Now as far as what insects you should feed them on a daily basis as the main part of their diet, we usually advise going for either crickets or cockroaches, because both of those are high in protein compared to their fat content, so they're very nutritious for these guys. And of course, when you get your cockroaches or crickets, make sure you get them from a place that has gut loaded them, made sure they've been eating and everything so that they're nice and healthy for your dragon. Now as far as your greens go, what you can feed them on a daily basis, you should feed them dark leafy greens like turnip, mustard, bok choy, collard, dandelion, and endive greens, just to name a few. Now as far as veggies they can eat on a daily basis, this includes dried green beans, lentils, prickly pear, and millet seed. Now as far as insects go, as for treats, stuff like mealworms, waxworms, and hornworms should only be fed on occasion, usually because of their high fat content, and because stuff like superworms and mealworms, their exoskeleton is pretty hard for them to digest. So you don't want to feed these guys too many mealworms or superworms. Those will just, they can actually block them up if they eat too many. Now as for fruits and vegetables, we actually have a nice little handy dandy list that we have at our shop. Let me take a look at that. We have this list here. This is our herbivorous food chart, and this lists all the different fruits and veggies that you can give your reptile either daily, occasionally, rarely, or never feed or questionable. So we're gonna go over a few of those right now. Now fruits and veggies that you can feed on an occasional basis, which is usually once or twice per week, include things like alfalfa, apple, which you can see from this video that it was very popular with our animals when we fed it to them. Kale, canned and raw green beans, blueberries, which are actually a very big hit with these guys, bell peppers, hibiscus flowers, dandelion flowers, fresh peaches, pears, and pumpkin. And of course we can't forget strawberries, which our animals absolutely love. Yeah, and those are some of the more popular ones on the list as far as treats go. Now as far as what you should feed them rarely, which is only once or twice a month, and that's usually due to their nutritional content, we've got bananas, raw broccoli, hibiscus leaves, fresh mango, raw green peas, parsley, peppermint leaves, raspberries, squash, raw red tomatoes, and spinach, just to name a few on our list. Now in this next part, we're going to list some things that you should never feed them, either due to the total lack of nutrition or it can actually be toxic to them. And some of this stuff is kind of questionable too, so you just don't want to take that risk. So stuff you should never feed include avocados, yellow corn, raw eggplant, iceberg lettuce, romaine lettuce, basically all your lettuces, because they have no nutritional content whatsoever. They're just basically water, and that's all. Some more things you shouldn't feed them include garlic, chives, rhubarb, raw portobello mushrooms, and onion. So those are ones that you definitely want to stay away from, so don't feed your bearded dragon any of those. Alright, so that's about it as far as the bearded dragon diet goes. If you ever have any questions about what kind of foods you can feed them that weren't mentioned in this video, feel free to comment below, and we'll be more than happy to help and answer any questions you might have. And as for the different foods we mentioned, the different foods that can work for basically any omnivorous lizard you might have, So not just bearded dragons, it can be other ones as well. So until next time, we'll see you guys later, and thanks for watching.